Here we got the world's biggest RC car. This one here is the Game Over Edition, a replica of my real monster truck. And in this video, we're going to fit this great big racing engine. But we're not going to fit it to this one because this one here is going to go electric. We're going to fit it to this one here, a brand new one. So this is the Taylor 70cc Supreme racing engine. I've had the 80cc engine in my other Raminator, and that used to blow the gearbox out every single run. Then I put a 50cc into my Gravedigger, and that one, even though it's got loads of power, it didn't. So hopefully this one here is going to be right on that sweet spot where stuff's going to survive. We'll find out in a bit, I suppose. Robbie's also got a Game Over Primal truck, but he's doing a brushless conversion. So we got this great big Hobbywing Max 4 combo going in there, and the Johnny Cash Racing conversion kit. You see that Raminator up there? This one here's got a brushless conversion kit, but it's still got the clutch, which is a little bit annoying. This one here, direct drive. So Rob's going to do that on his channel. What is your channel?
Yes, mate.
My channel, we can do the petrol one, 70cc Taylor. Oh, with Christmas every day.
That's the worst unboxing I've ever seen in my life.
It's unboxed, isn't it? Oh no, we got more. So there it is, all professionally unboxed. Look at the size of these axles, man. This is the size of the controller, normal size, and then compare that to the axle. Here are the tyres, so bigger than my head. Anyway, I'm not going to waffle on too much of these. I've put together enough of these Primal trucks now on this channel. So in this video here, we're just going to sling it together as quickly as possible and then get it out, take it out for a rip. And these here are all the upgrades. You've already seen the engine and the pipe. I've got these servos here that my friend Raz Schifrin makes, the Perfect Pass. These are the monsters. Get that out of the box so you can see. It's supposed to have loads and loads of power, 110 kilos. On all my other Raminators, I've been using these AGF servos. And first time using these, so we'll see how these go. Got alloy body mount set because the stock body mounts, they always snap off. On these newer Primal trucks, they've got these receiver boxes here. All the battery and receiver is all in there. It's a pain in the butt. Is Robbie's one open, so we can have a look in there.
Yeah.
But the trouble is with these, you've got all the receiver, all the cut-off switch, everything's all in there. Battery for the receiver sits in there. Trouble is, you've got to take all this off.
I modded mine to stick out the sides so that it didn't get damaged. Because that normally sticks out the top.
Yeah, you snap that off. And every time you put a battery in, you got to open it, close it, you trap all the wires. So, this is from an old version 1 Primal truck. It keeps all the receivers separate. And double shock conversion, because single shocks, sometimes, I don't know, I've got them handling a lot better when you do the dual shocks like that one there. And up here, I want to do a different little tweak. So, all the parts on these trucks are silver. Axles are silver. Half the chassis is silver. If you look at a real monster truck, those parts are black. So, I've got some spray paint here to try and spray them. A lot of you guys said, Kev, why don't you get it anodised? But I really do not fancy stripping this whole lot down. You think every single part's got to come off, all the gears have got to come out, all the bearings have got to come out, send them off, get them stripped down, get them re-anodised, then put it all back together again. Guys, I ain't got time for that. I've got videos to edit, got to try and help Rob put this thing together. So I'm just going to try and spray it. So I've got 2 different paints here. Hopefully, one of these is going to stick. So on this side here, we sanded it to see if that helps it stick. Here it's not sanded, and the same with this one for the other paint. Hopefully it's going to hold on. If it doesn't, then we might have to take it all apart and get it anodised.
I'm missing 2 screws, dude.
Let's have a look. Robbie's got some nice bits on it. Look, he's put all the carbon fibre chassis on this one. Here we go. Bit of tough stuff first. Man, that's looking professional, you know. We got the Simmons, or however you say it. Simmons. Whoa, that's coming out nice.
Better can, told you. Better can.
Well, you reckon the Simmons was better?
Yeah.
So now, wait for it to dry, see which one's more durable. Hopefully, both of them are durable, and then we can spray it on the axles. So while that lot's drying, let's prepare these axles. So I've got to remove the servos and some of the other black stuff. And then I'm just going to spray the whole entire axle. I don't want to take it apart. I think it should hopefully look okay. Now when it's all stripped off, we've got to give it a quick wipe down to degrease it and then give it paint. So these are all now degreased, and next up, let's have a look at our samples. So first of all, let's have a look at the Simones, whatever it's called. Well, it does scratch. I think any paint would scratch off like that. And then next up, we've got the tough stuff. Well, I don't know, actually. The tough stuff might be a bit more durable, you know. Saying that, with the tough stuff, more comes off. And with that one, it's just a scratch. Sod it, we'll use that one. If it does come off, we'll just have to take it all apart, get it sandblasted, and then we'll get it anodised. All right, see how this comes out then. There we go, look at that, all dried. It looks epic. Hopefully it's gonna last. And now, I'll get all this stuff back on. Next up, two beautiful, perfect pass servos. They've got these heat sinks on there, and it's made it ever so slightly wider. It doesn't quite fit, so, sorry Raz. So there we go, just took a tiny bit off. Boom, perfect. There we go, got it all on there. I've got it onto the servo tester because when you put these on, you've got to make sure they're plugged in and they're both set to neutral. Otherwise, they could be fighting each other. So now we've got this on here. Man, these servos sound nice and smooth and fast. Hold on to it.
You ready?
Watch your fingers. You ready? I don't care, do they? Look.
That's taking the power, that.
Do you know what I should have called them servos? I should have called them all mans.
All man servos.
Also, my real monster truck has a all black chassis. So on this one here, I'm going to take these silver bits off and paint them black. Of course, everything is so tightly Loctited in, we're going to have to heat it up. That's going to break the Loctite off and then it should come out. Now that we got it off, we can degrease it and paint it. Man, look at that. That looks like it's come out the factory. So now what we got to do is get that back on, then do the other ones. I don't want to do them all in one go because otherwise it's all going to fall to pieces. Boom, there we go. That's one side down. Look at that. It looks almost exactly the same as stock. Also got these aluminium body mounts because the stock ones are liable of breaking. Anyway, let's do the other 3 plates, and luckily I know a quicker way. Boom! There we go, this side here, all on. These ones I've left them off for now because it makes it easier to work on the engine. So next, let's get this engine out and try and get the new Taylor 70 in. The engine's held on by these 4 screws here, and then we've got a few more in there. Man, that black chassis is looking good. Come on, out you come. I don't know why it's not coming out. It's wedged on something. Another screw. More screws. Come on, out. Next up, we've got to take a couple of parts off of the old carburettor and fit them onto the new one. Bastard. Next, we've got to put all the engine mounts together. So that's the engine in. So next we can put these side plates back on. Now I'm going to give you some close-up pictures where all these engine mounts go, because every time I do it, I struggle. And I try and look at other people's videos. So here you go, nice and close up. Just pause that, and then you'll know exactly where all the parts go. And here, look, you can see how the carburettor goes together. So this bracket here, off the old carburettor, upside down, you put the nipple in from the other side. This part here, also from the old carburettor. And then in the packet, it comes a little spacer there, just to take out the slot. Boom! Check that that out, guys. I reckon that looks way better. I think they should have really made them like that. Next up, wiring. I've got all this spaghetti here. I've got to wire up the engine. I've got to fit these kill switch wires. So it's got the battery inside the receiver box. It's good because it keeps it all neat and tidy. You can plug it in here to charge it up. And if that's how you're going to use it, perfect. However, I like to use a LiPo. With a LiPo, you shouldn't really leave it in the truck. You've got to balance charge it. It means you've got to keep taking it in and out. Trouble is with that, every time you open the lid, you disturb all these wires. And then every time you put the lid back on, you run the risk of trapping the wires. And you can't see because look, you put all that there, it looks all good. You put it all together, by the time you open it, half your wires are trapped. I've had fire before, so it's going. This is the old style that the version 1 laminator come with, so I'm going to put that back on. But anyway, I'm going to do all this wiring and, yep, I know, quicker way. I don't want to bore you with doing it. It's already done a video before. Boom! Look at that. Much better. Now we can put a LiPo in there, not worry about keep having to open up the lid. Next up, we've got to raise the fuel tank, because if you look at the carburetor, look, there's not enough space to get on the air filter. Now look, we've got some space under there to get the air filter on. We're going to leave it off for now though, because I still need to get some air filter oil. Right, next, axles. Next up, sway bars. And the rest of them. Next up, shock absorbers. And I'm going to run 2 per corner. And for that, I've got to fit some extra standoffs. Get the rest of them on there. Boom! Next up, centre drive shafts and brakes. Next, we've got to fit the calipers for the brakes. Next up, we can get the exhaust fitted. You'll see here they put a little silencer on the end of the exhaust. If you saw my other laminators, they were so deafeningly that loud. Hopefully this is going to slightly muffle it. Not sure how much, we'll see in a minute. So now, time to get these bad boys on, and then we can go rip. Now the Game Over truck does come with these extended wheel hexes, however, they do have a habit of falling off. If you look at the stock hexes, the pin's there, when the wheel goes over it, it helps hold on the pin. On these, the wheel sits here, the pin's there, and you can never really get that bolt tight enough, and the pin always falls out, end up losing wheel. So for now, I'm going to run it like this. He's smacking himself in the face for that. Next up, the body. Some random cat literally just helped himself and just turned up. Look at him. Hello. Say hello to YouTube. Don't know what his name is. I don't even know if it's a he, but we'll call him Ginge. All right, Ginge. Right, let me get this body on, and then we're going to put some stickers on it. So try to do something, dude. So we're going to have to remove this part of the cage here because it's hitting on the exhaust. What do you reckon, mate? Yeah, cool. Now look, it fits over the exhaust. What do you reckon? Next up, we've got to put these stickers on. Now, if you look at the real monster truck, these wheel arches are a lot bigger. So I'm going to cut these ones out, and then we're going to get the stickers on afterwards. So I would normally use some curved body scissors, but I can't find them. So I'm going to try with these. It's not really working. I'm just going to cut it roughly, and later on we can cut more off with the proper scissors. Something like that. At least now we can get the stickers on, then we can tidy it all up later on. Right, stickers. Next up, we're going to use a heat gun so we can get all the stickers nicely around all the curves. There we go, ready for action. All we got to do now, put some fuel in, start it up, and then we can take it out for a rip. Now, one of you guys can win a truck just like this. I've set up a little competition where one of you viewers can win a brand spanking new one of these. You're going to get the Primal Game Over truck and the Taylor 71cc engine. Or you can also choose to have the brushless conversion kit, so you can have an electric one. The choice is whoever wins. So if you want to be in with a chance of winning this truck, there's a link to that down below in the description. Cheeky sod, making himself at home. What do you reckon of this? Do you like it? You won't like it when we start it up. What are you doing on there? Flop.
The season after breaking his legs.
Oh no, another one. So here's Rob's truck, all ready to rip. You have to go and see it on Rob's channel if you want to see the full build.
Going to Rosser and try and break the world record with it, which is 64. I'm going for 65.
We're going to take it out now for a bit.
Yeah, we're going to go out for a little practice run.
How fast?
I mean, if we can get 30, that'll be happy, right?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
It's definitely not as heavy.
Other than that, you're really strong.
I'm not Lee, so I can't lift it above my head still. Reed 47. Yeah, batteries. Should charge them.
That's not bad for a first little go. And you weren't even full power on that.
No, not at all.
So we're going to start it up for the first time. So here we've got some fuel that we pre-mixed earlier. We've got to add in some Tetra Boost. It says on here 100 millilitres per 11.5 litres. There's about 1 litre in there. What's 10 millilitres roughly?
Got a syringe?
No. Not sure, just guess. What do you reckon, like?
Yeah.
Like that? Mm-hmm. All right, there we go. Very technical here. Make sure you get this right, otherwise you might kill your engine.
Get it mixed up. Quarter of a tank in there.
So there's no priming bowl on these carburetors. You just got to tug away and hope for the best.
I'll tug away then, Kev.
Radio on. And then kill switch. Got choke, which is... So I think what we got to do, pull it until it pops, and then it should start. Hopefully. Oh, fuel's entered the carbs. So we've got to wait for a pop. Oh-ho!
Oh, wow.
And then we turn the choke off. That's violent, isn't it? Here we go, all loaded up and ready to rip. Interesting to see the power of this 70cc engine. With the 80, kept blowing out the gearboxes. The 50, it didn't. So hopefully on the 75, we're going to be in that sweet spot middle ground. Also, this is the latest version Raminator, or Game Over truck. I'll still call them the Raminators. But they've got the more heavy-duty differential in there. I don't know of anyone that's blown one. And in the older versions, I used to blow them all the time. So hopefully that issue is going to be solved. Don't forget you can win a truck like this with the Taylor 71cc engine. See link in the description.
What are you doing, Kevy?
Tune it when I go full speed, it tries to cut out. I've got no idea what I'm doing, but I've got a screwdriver, so let's see if we make it better. Gordon, you're the expert. So what was it doing? We'll just cut it out now, isn't it?
Gun it and let go and if it runs. See, it's not.
What we should really be doing is looking at the instructions, what the base settings are. But we didn't. Try again.
It's a big process, this.
It is a bit of a process, yeah. So we got the instructions up here, and somewhere it's going to say, oh, there we go, carburetor settings. So low speed, Andy.
Yeah.
1.5 turns out, and then the high speed 1 3/8. Yeah. It was picking up some air in here, so maybe that's what's making it go lean. I'm no expert, but in my eyes, if it cuts out, it's lean, and if it bogs, it's rich. And it's cutting out, it's not really bogging. I'm thinking it's lean, but Andy thinking it's rich.
No, it's lean now.
Oh. Rich, lean, put it in the comments. You all put it in the comments anyway. Too rich, too lean, too fast, too slow, idle too high.
They haven't got a clue.
Too rich, too lean. All right, yeah, all right, mate, yeah. Too rich, too lean. So we can't really tune it right, because none of us know what we're doing, so we've got to wait for you guys in the comments to tell me how to tune it. So for now, we put the basher body on it. BMX truck over there. We're just going to go around there nicely, run it in a bit more, and then hopefully next video you guys can tell me how to set it up. I tried to put it out, engine bogs.
Oh!
I can't jump it, because the minute it gets in the air, it nosedives. I'm trying to flat it out to pull the front up, and it's just cutting the engine. It's just nosediving.
Oh no, you didn't Loctite it, same as mine happened.
Oh, what? This is, hands down, my favourite RC car ever made. Now, we've got a few problems and we're going to sort them out, and in the next video, we're going to make this truck perfect. I mean, looks-wise, it's already perfect, and nothing we got to do there. The perfect pass servos work absolutely perfectly. One thing I like about these over the AGFs is on the AGF, they've got an M3.5 in the middle. Trouble is with that, you've got to drill it out, you've got to mess around, you've got to grind the head down to make it work. Whereas on this one here, they bolt straight on. It's a normal M3 screw that goes into the middle. I've got to go around with some Loctite and just make sure that all the screws are still in there. The main thing is obviously getting that engine to run properly. So, I'm no expert when it comes to tuning engines, so hopefully some of you guys in the comments can help. The only trouble is, half of you guys always tell me it's too lean, and the other half always tell me it's too rich, so what do I do? But anyway, in my eyes, if it bogs, then it's too rich. You know, if it's slow and it's boggy and there's loads of smoke, it's too rich. And if the engine cuts out, then it's too lean. So on the bottom end it seemed pretty good, but on the top end there was no smoke and it was cutting out. So in my eyes, too lean. So we richened it up, and richening it up means giving it more fuel basically, and it made it worse. So then we made it leaner, and then it also made it worse. So I don't know, I'm obviously doing something wrong, but I don't know why. So if any of you guys know, let me know in the comments. And next video, we're going to get this truck running absolutely perfect. I want to send it to the moon. I mean, these shock absorbers, they weren't fully absorbing the jumps. When they're stock, they're a little bit hard, it packs up. So when the truck lands hard, the shocks lock up and it breaks pistons. So what I did on the other trucks, like I did on this one here, I take the pistons apart, drill them out, fit the double shocks, and I think 3.5mm I drilled out the piston holes, and that made it absorb the jumps perfectly. So we're going to do that in the next video too. I really want to send this thing to the moon and use it what these things are made for. I know you guys say, oh, don't smash it up. It's a monster truck. I mean, we got the basher body. We're going to give it hell. but when it's back in the shop, we're going to treat it well. We've got the shelf queen body. It's going to be in pristine, immaculate condition. Right, that's enough waffle. Next video with this truck, it's going to be the best RC car ever. And don't forget, you can win a brand spanking new one of these trucks with the Taylor 71cc engine or a brushless conversion kit. Whoever wins can choose. Link to that is down below in the description box. So get your tickets now to be in with a chance of winning the world's best RC car.